Today on Faith Matters, another in our Someone You Should Know series. This time, Walt Takisaki. I'm Seth Weber, and you're listening to Faith Matters, a podcast designed to help you think biblically in matters of the Christian faith and keep you updated on matters of Faith Bible Church. Great to have you here, Walt. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Seth.
So tell me about where you grew up, your hometown, and just your childhood.
Yeah. Some people have these crazy places they've lived and all the places they've moved to and things they've seen. I was born and raised right here in Spokane, Washington. Grew up over by the community college, and actually the site of Faith Bible Church, I remember being a dump site. I was little, and I remember coming with somebody with a pickup truck and shoving stuff into the pit. So I think it's right below us.
Where'd you go to high school? And
I'm a Rogers Pirate. Okay. Went to Shaw Junior High, and I grew up going to a Catholic grade school, just not far from here, St. Aloysius on Mission. Okay. So that was, my parents went to the Catholic Church, and so they sent us all to St. Aloysius.
So you were raised Catholic?
I was.
Okay.
And the nuns looked like The Sound of Music. They were in full black, head to toe, and a little white, the white habit, they called it. So it was... childhood education wasn't that memorable for me. What was memorable, but not good memories.
So then after Rogers, where did you go did you do any education after that?
I did. Went to Washington State. Well, that's where I became a believer.
Okay.
My partying buddy he had something else to do on Friday night instead of a party, and I decided to go along with him. So some religious thing, so he didn't get brainwashed and carried away. And met believers, a group of believers for the first time that made an impact on me.
Wow. So tell me about that a little bit. How did you come to know the Lord from there?
Well, I laugh because there was a cute girl there, and so that kind of was an attraction. But I did see that these people had something that I didn't have, very unique. They were enjoying one another, guys and girls. There was no alcohol, drugs, loud music, and that was really strange to me. Huh. And something which is interesting, God had put in my heart to wonder if that could ever happen. And I didn't think so, that people could enjoy being together and enjoying each other, just laughing, talking. It was very, very unusual. And I thought, these people have something. And it really drew me back to understand what it was. God was obviously working in my heart for a number of things in a number of ways. And their life was extremely attractive. And that's what made me curious. What do they have?
So then after that...
So I was in engineering, but did not like it. I dropped out. Okay. So after a year and a half. So I'm a college dropout. Nice. That'll comfort people. And you're an elder? I came back to Spokane, came for the Fourth Memorial Church because people said, hey, you should go to this church. So I did. Walked into the church for Sunday, and I ran into my high school math teacher, Mr. Campbell.
Okay.
And so I met Jim Campbell on my first Sunday, and he introduced me to his son, Phil. And so hung out with Phil, and I heard he had a sister, so didn't get to meet her till later. But anyway, then I did go back to school. I went to Spokane Community College in electronics technology.
Okay.
That was a 3-year degree then, associate's degree, and went to work for Hewlett Packard after that. So that kind of started the tech path.
Yeah. So tell us about your career a little bit.
Yeah. So I started out as a technical writer, wrote technical manuals that were, these thick, mind-numbing.
The thing that men say they're never going to read.
Exactly. And these were hundreds of pages to run pieces of technical equipment.
Wow.
God just, my boss was a believer, which was just amazing. He was a great mentor. I think I had 5 or 6 different roles in that company. I was there 17 years. And then I saw that potentially they were going to move out of the area. And I wanted to stay in Spokane because had a family, wanted to raise them here, loved what was going on then at Faith Bible Church, so wanted to stay. So I changed to a private company, believer-owned, and spent 23 years there, retired a year and a half ago.
What company is that? Is it Itron?
It was called Telect.
Oh, Telect.
And then we got acquired 6-7 years ago by a global company. And so good, great company to work for. God provided it. Tech is stressful, so I did retire early because it's like, all right, I think it's
had enough of this.
Yeah, it's going to kill me.
So let's jump back here for a second from retirement, back all the way to the beginning.
Okay, wow.
So you said you knew Phil had a sister.
Yep.
We know that sister is now your wife.
Yes.
Tell us how that all came about.
There was a opportunity now what U.S. Bank, but they had a credit cards processing center.
Okay.
And it was a lot of people from church worked there in the evenings. So it was a kind of college part-time job. And so when somebody was ready to leave, they would tell somebody in the college group and the next person to apply.
That still happens.
I know, it's great. It's just wonderful network and it had been years of that going on. So I got a job there. And then Pam got a job there.
Okay.
So I got to know her because there was a work crew of 4 at night, and we'd just sit and talk, and phones would ring every once in a while on the computers. But got to know her really well, and that was one of my prayer requests. I just didn't want to continue dating, and I prayed, Lord, if it's possible, if I could meet somebody who could be a friend. I don't know how that would work, but I thought it sounded an impossible prayer, and God answered it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So after you and Pam fell in love and got married, you had some kids. Tell us about them.
Yep. Well, our family plan was to wait a couple of years to have kids. 1 month later, she showed me a little children's toy, and while I was at work, I'm like, "What's that for?" So once we got the children ball rolling, we're like, well, we can't have an oldie child. So like, all right, let's have a family, and proceeded to have. We're really good at family planning, so we decided, okay, we're going to stop at 4 kids, and then a 5th one came along, which was wonderful. Nice. Our youngest Laura married to Corey, and she laughs of being the unwanted child.
We couldn't imagine the world without Laura.
I know. It was truly a blessing that God didn't see the end of our family. Yeah.
So tell us who your kids are and how many grandkids do you guys have now?
Yeah. So we had 5 kids, and each of our 5 kids had 3, so it was 15. And then the tiebreaker was Laura last year, so now we have 16. Wow. So they have 4 kids.
Nice.
And they're located all over. Our youngest, Laura, is in Shingle Springs. Her husband, Corey, is associate pastor there at Gold Country Baptist Church. And the next in line, next youngest is Anna, and she lives really far away, 2 blocks from our house on 5 Mile.
Just down the street?
Yeah, just down the street. It's wonderful. Then next is Dave, and Dave was able to relocate to Dallas, Texas, or Mansfield next to Arlington, which is where Sarah's at.
Okay.
Because he got the opportunity to do that. So Dave's still working for Verizon in Texas, and then Paul, who works for Verizon as well, and he is in Gilbert, Arizona. They're trying to get him to move to Dallas too.
Hey, you could have
that's right.
Only 2 locations for the family.
2 locations to visit. and then Sarah in Arlington, Texas. So we're married to Jared, and pastoring Christ Community Bible Church.
So tell me about your ministry involvement at Faith over the years. What have you guys done, and what are you doing right now?
We've done children's ministry. I think we did Place to Be. That lasted a year. I'm not the big children's ministry person. Pam is.
It's okay to not be a children's ministry person. You just have to try it.
I tried it.
You try it.
I gave it. We gave it our all, and it was great. Had kids like Andrew Copley, and
fun.
and he just loved skateboarding, and that was it. Go, Andrew. It's really funny.
He's now a pastor in Oklahoma or something.
That's right. It's really hilarious to see what they're like in that age. Then we did junior high ministry. So I was an elder in the junior high ministry. Then we graduated, went to high school ministry.
Okay.
And then we graduated from that, went to the college ministry. And then we graduated from college and went to family ministry. So that's what we're currently doing. Is we love working with all ages, but particularly families with children, and just have
working
a heart
with the parents.
Working with the parents a lot. Yeah, and that's been a blast so far. It's when we talk about next generation building, but it's really filled with next generation believers, which we're really want to help families as they parent.
Very good. What has God been teaching you lately?
Yeah, it's interesting to see being retired was pretty radical change. I wasn't going to actually retire for another year. So that was a big change just because it's like, I need to wind down. And so what does it mean to be, quote, retired and to be still effective for the kingdom? I feel so busy still. And so, that's great to see, but being more involved in ministry, which gives me the opportunity to do that. And so to see God's work through his people and families, and to see the fruit of that, it is such an encouragement. And what I'm learning is to watch the body do its work. Our job is to equip as elders and shepherds, but to watch the Faith Bible Church believers minister to one another and challenge each other and help each other grow has been just such confirmation of God's design for the church. So that's really, a beautiful thing, because I get to spend more time here and then see the fruit of that. And that's been so encouraging. And then, opportunities of how can we in retirement use that time effectively. So I think I have, I don't broadcast it, but people hear about my remodeling skills. So I help people.
You're literally broadcasting it right now.
I know. Finish
I can
my
cut
own.
that out if you need me to.
Finish my own, and then Jared Milliken, hey, we need to remodel our house and eventually sell it so we can go in the mission field. It's like, that's a project worth investing in. So help them build a bedroom and refinish their basement and do electrical, all that stuff. And so huge opportunity for ministry. And then God has also allowed us to have Pam's parents live close to us. Mm-hmm. So just helping them, and that's been great to move them close and into a house with no stairs and no maintenance. So that's been really great.
Well, how can Faith Bible Church be praying for you right now?
Yeah, thank you. We're trying to make sure that we're always stay connected with our own kids, encouraging them, always trying to help them when they, if they go out of town, want to leave their kids, we will go. We just did that in Texas. Now that Sarah has cancer, we're going down trying to help there, just be an encouragement. So it's really just trying to keep the relationship not only with our kids, but our grandkids, because we want the opportunity for the gospel for them. Yeah. And so just use bits and pieces of time to share my own testimony and to to just have spiritual opportunity for discussions. So that has been our heart's desire to really help the parents with their gospel proclamation to their kids. What does that look like? How do they see unconditional love of the Lord and hear the truth of Scripture? So that's really our prayer, and care for Sarah, going through cancer battle, and being a part of the church, leading the church. So that's a heavy burden with also medical situations. So that's really trying to be sensitive how to do that, and how to encourage all our grandkids. So it's we are on the road. I think we are on the road every month, at least, if not twice a month sometimes. So just pray for, again, the salvation of our grandkids. That's really one of our biggest prayers of the parents and us.
We'll keep that in our prayers. I've been praying for the Gilchers.
Thank you.
Lately, more than I have.
Wow.
In years.
Yes,
since
thank
they left,
you.
So.
I am overwhelmed by the body worldwide who's praying for them, and that I know God hears those prayers, and that's so honoring to Him as people go to the throne before God for her, and so Jared. So thank you, and I do want to express our thanks to all those praying, because it just means a lot to us.
I think I can say on behalf of Faith Bible Church, we're happy to pray, and we're wishing the best for them and for you guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Now we get to make an awkward transition from something very serious to the speed round.
Okay.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs, but we only have a cat.
Pineapple on pizza.
Oh, yeah. My favorite.
Favorite book besides the Bible?
I like Clancy novels.
Okay.
I'm a spy guy. I love spy novels.
Okay. Favorite movie or TV show?
The Fugitive, Harrison Ford.
All right.
Where he's Big Pharma chasing to kill him,
Favorite band?
I like Bublé.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Bublé?
Yeah, Michael Bublé. Like the retro sound and his voice.
Fun.
So,
best surprise gift you've ever gotten?
What I thought was a BB gun when I was a kid.
Okay.
But it wouldn't shoot BBs. It was just an air gun. So
that's funny.
It was so cool, yet so far away.
That's funny. Okay. Favorite place to eat in Spokane?
Thai kitchen in the valley.
Okay.
Everything was cooked right there fresh. It took forever to get your food, but love Thai food. That's my favorite.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, Walt.
Thanks, Seth.